All right, welcome back to Evony with Genghis on server 136. This is actually the third time I'm doing this video, not because I had problems, but just because we just got way too busy with rallies and I had to take a break and get right to them. As you can see, we were just going away there and we had full neons going as well. So I'll just give you a quick update because this is a special time of the year. These rallies are the best of the year, these neons, the Chinese New Year. And it's worth it to get into. So basically the big things I've been doing, you'll see right here, stables 32 going to 33, and that is so that I can get a duty officer. And we all have him now. If you've been playing, you're a serious player. You checked in every single day a couple months ago and you received this guy who will give you 20% extra speed training on top of the 30% that he will already get as a senior officer. And then when I get him to a special, that'll be 50% even more right there. So that's Oleg. I want to put him to work before I really mass pound out troops. Speaking of pounding out troops, I am now at 282.4 million power. I'm actually higher, but I have quite a few in the hospital as we're rallying hard, so I'm probably closer to 290. And this is actually only the second time I've actually increased power a lot in a short period. When I was K25, I paused making troops all the way until K32, and I pounded out about 1 million T13s and jumped about 50 million in one day. And then it's just been a very slow climb until a few days ago. I was at about 220, and I jumped up to about 275 in a day. So I'm at that point now where I'm actually just going to be doing all troops for quite a while. And that will be fun. That will be exciting because it's actually pretty boring just to do your buildings forever, but it does pay off. And then there's something else I did here. As you may see, I did Forge 33, which actually meant I had to do Watchtower 33. And if you look at that, there's no reason to do Watchtower after level 30. But you got to do it to get Forge 33, and that is obviously important to get the Atch gear. So if you look here, I've got 3 pieces on him and I've built them up. You can see the refines I did. Those ones they're pretty decent right now, for now. Started to run out of gems. I went through about 600,000 or 700,000 gems to do these refinements, and this is about where I stopped. So I didn't quite get what I wanted, but we'll go with that. I obviously do not want mounted defense on there, but we'll get that changed out for something. We did this one. This one's a lot better. Pretty good there. I like the refinements. And then we got this ring. This ring is the most important ring. I have seen many other people go with the other Atch ring. And if you look at the refinements here, they are sweet. I'll get into that ring another time. But basically this one gives you range and the other one gives you more debuffs against enemy troops. And my opinion is that it's no-brainer, and this is the one you want on your defensive general. So, and then I also did a couple pieces of airs. If you look at this helmet, those refinements are just stellar. I got so lucky with them. I actually, the first one, 24.6 I got, and then a couple rolls later, I got all 3 of those other ones on one roll. Just an incredible, lucky, very fortunate situation. Then I got the bow. Not quite as fortunate on this. I would really like to have 2 or 3 of them over 20. We will work on that again in the future, but for now, that will do. And then I got a few more pieces of Atch gear going on to, see, no need to do refines on these ones. You could do it to help out your sub troops, or I guess you could get some sub-city buffs. I just didn't do them yet. Maybe I'll do them in the future, but I got 2 on her. You can see the debuffs. They're nice, and I maxed them out, obviously. And then on Andrew Jackson, pair of pants, and again, a spear. Lots of people think you should only do the axe, and I'm going to get into that another time. But for me, I personally think that I don't agree with that. I think that if you look at here, the spear debuffs, enemy ground troop D and enemy ground troop HP versus the axe, which is enemy ground HP, which is the same, and then enemy range HP instead of enemy ground defense. So I just think that ground defense is a larger number and very important to debuff. And to be honest, I just don't think that I think both are excellent to debuff. So basically just do whichever ones it is that you can get. Oh, someone bought a little pack there, not a big one. But yeah, so basically that's where I stand with my account now. The only other thing is that I have been king twice now. So as you can see, I have not unlocked that. That is going to be a priority starting immediately at every SVS. I'm going to be making a run for top 5. I did finish 6th once. I was 5th the entire way until the last few hours, and I got bumped out, and we will try and rectify that and score higher. But here, so I unlocked this, and with this you get the ability to unlock the wonder at 2, but you got to unlock wonder at 1 first, which is this one. So we have a lot of people on our server who have this, but they don't even try for this, or they have no hope of getting it. I don't understand that. I'm going to be going for it. My alliance is, we're 3rd largest on the server, 3rd or 4th. There's another alliance kind of usually tied with us. They're not doing well right now. They're in a war. They've lost some members and whatnot, THQ, and I don't know. It doesn't look like they will ever get back to the level they were. Maybe they will. Maybe they'll surprise people. I don't know, but that's not for me to decide. But so you have to get to this. You have to unlock this to use this. And where I was going with that, with us being the 3rd largest alliance, we don't have anyone who's finished top 5 yet. I was the closest. There's a couple other people who've been about 8th, I think maybe is the highest for Ched, and maybe he was 7th. And we will be working on that. There's quite a few of us now who are ready to go for that top 5, and we'll be doing it. But we'll have to communicate with the largest alliance, because they got some big boys who one hit and they got 300 million points, and that's 5th place. So they got a lot of guys who could just do that if they want. So we sort of have to talk with them and see if, this is not a close SVS, and we can go for it. But with this, let's go back to this one. This is the one that I just unlocked. So with this, you get the ability to change your avatar. So if you look here, change your avatar frame is what I meant. So you can put it on right there. I could cancel it and I look like that, just the classic look, or I put it on. I'm going to leave it on. I like it. Now, the other thing that you get to do is you get to add wings. I actually have not added them yet. Just haven't felt the need to. But all right, we got a couple rallies to join in here. But yeah, so, oh, I love when that happens. So where are we? Right here. There we are. We don't have the wings on. So this is how you put them on. First time, actually. Have not put them on, but pretty sure I know how to do it. So we're going to, does it appear I don't know how to do it? Okay, wings right here. So I can't put it on. There. So it tells you which ones you can put on. We're going to put on our Monarch King's wings, and let's see what it looks like. There we go. There is King Genghis for you. And we'll go over to the throne, let you have one last look. And all right, we will be checking out of here. So that's an update. Look for another update in, I'll probably do another one in, well, unless something happens. If I get a top 5, I'll put one up. But if I don't, I will do one in about 2 weeks when I really increase power. I'm going to be storing resources right now for the next about 20 days and just pumping out troops. Waiting to the consumption event to pump out some troops. And that will be my major goal here. So like, subscribe, leave a comment, and we will catch up soon.